Welcome to the RV Community for Christ podcast, where we want to help you grow in your faith, lead your family, and influence your workplace. Hey, my name's Kevin. Really glad you're hanging out with us today, because today we're going to be talking about a subject of the utmost importance. We're going to be unpacking a topic that you really need to understand and walk out effectively. We're going to talk about leading from the second chair. Leading from the second chair. How can you lead? How can you make things better? How can you cause change when you are not the final yes, when you are not the boss, when you're not the one in charge, when you're in the second chair? How can you lead effectively from the second chair? That's what we're going to talk about today. And man, I'm passionate about this because for around 25 years, I had the honor, and I do mean honor, of sitting in the second chair position. I was serving throughout that time in small and large churches, and the things that I experienced, both from failures and a few successes doing things right, it taught me so much. And then the other day, I was doing a one-on-one training with a leader, and they're a second chair leader, and they were talking about how can I cause change? How can I make things better? So we started to unpack these things, and I thought, man, you know what? This would be a great topic for our RVCC podcast. Because as a second chair leader, someone who's not all the way in control, has a department, has a lane, has a job that you're doing, but you're not the final yes. You are so valuable to your team. You're so valuable to your organization when you walk that position out correctly. So today, I want to just real quickly give you 6 tips for leading from the second chair. Now, be sure to download the PDF, go to more info, click the right buttons, and get the PDF so that you can follow along and you can go deeper on this on your own. 6 tips on leading from the second chair. Number 1, be great at what you do. Be great at what you do. I'm going to say it again. Be great. Be great, fantastic at what you do. When you are great at what you do, what happens is the trust level for your boss, for you, goes through the roof. And because they trust you more, they're going to listen to you more. Because they listen to you more, they're going to take your ideas and they might actually use it. You can cause change by just being great at what you do. But also you can cause change for the entire organization by being great at what you do, because when you're so good at what you do, your boss doesn't have to worry about your department. They're able to take that square footage of their mind that they would have been thinking about your department or your job or your lane, and now they're able to use that energy, use that square footage, so to speak, on other things, for the whole department, for the whole organization. So you being great at what you do actually frees your boss to do what they do best, and that's lead into the future. Lead into the future. Master your craft. Scripture says, if you see a person skilled at their work, they will serve before kings and not obscure men. Be great at what you do. Number 2, communicate clearly to your leader. Crystal clear. Communicate clearly to your leader. Your leader needs to know where the team is, what problems you're having, how you're going to solve them, what's coming up next. So here's just a few questions that you need to be answering for your leader on a regular basis. Where are we winning? Number 1, where are we winning? What's going well? Number 2, where are we struggling? Where are we struggling? And what's our game plan to remedy that problem? The next one would be, what's coming up next? What's the next thing on the schedule? What's the next thing that we're dealing with? You need to answer those questions. And then also, you need to ask this question. What do you need from me? What do you need from me? How can I do better? How can I assist? What is it that you need from me? And that's going to open up a lot of different lanes for you to be able to help the team be more effective. Communicate clearly to your leader. Where are we winning? Where are we struggling? What's the game plan to remedy the problem? What's coming up next? And hey, how can I help you? What do you need from me? Here's number 3. Here's the third way that you can be effective as a second chair leader. Be flexible. Be flexible. Listen, you're on the team to serve the vision, serve the mission, serve the values of the organization. Be willing to bend and change if it's going to help the team accomplish the goals. You need to be flexible. You need to be flexible and get your mind right. It's not about you. You need to be flexible and get your words right. Make sure that you're communicating properly, regardless of how you feel, properly with your body language, with your voice tones, and with your words. Be flexible in the way that you think, flexible in the way that you speak, and also flexible in the things that you do. Make sure that your actions, regardless of how you feel, you are able to walk out properly what you're supposed to be doing. Be flexible. Be flexible. Say this with me. It's not about me. It's not about me. Be flexible. Number 4, listen, don't be a yes man. Don't be a yes person. You're on the team to make the team better, so make it better. If you agree with the direction, then let your leader know. If you don't agree, then let them know. Let them know respectfully. Let them know at the proper time, proper place, proper manner, but let them know. Don't just say what you think your leader wants to hear. Say what your leader needs to hear. Say it respectfully, right time, right place, right way. Don't be a yes person. Make your opinion known. Now, here's the thing. If you make your opinion known and the leader decides to go another way, that's when you got to be flexible, right? But make sure your opinion's known. That's why you're on the team. So if you're going to be a great leader from the second chair, man, you've got to be great at what you do, communicate clearly to your leader, be flexible, don't be a yes person, and here's the last 2. Number 5, take responsibility for your mistakes. Woo! Take responsibility for your mistakes. Listen, your boss, your leader, your number 1 chair does not expect you to be perfect, but they do expect you to be honest. We all make mistakes. We all make mistakes. When you make a mistake or your department underachieves, take responsibility for it. This builds trust. It builds open communication between you and your leader. When we fail and we fail forward, listen, we ask questions. Why did this did happen? Why did it happen? What do I need to change to make it better? When we fail and we fail forward by asking questions and doing the right things from then on out, we're actually going to add trust even though we failed in some regard. Take responsibility for your mistakes. And here's the last one. Be proactive. Be proactive, not reactive. If you're going to lead, a leader reacts well, but more than that, a leader is proactive. A leader is looking down the road. Look ahead. Look ahead. What's coming up? What struggles could we have in the future? What's coming up in the future? What will we need to make it happen in the future? What could go wrong in the future? And how can I prevent those things from happening? Be proactive. And if I've seen through my life, again, a lot of times through mistakes, but I've seen in my life that if I'll be proactive, if I'll take responsibility for my mistakes, if I'm not a yes person, but I give my opinion properly, but I give my opinion, if I'm flexible, if I communicate clearly to my leader, listen, what's going well? Where are we struggling? What's the game plan? Where are we going? How can I be of assistance to you? And if I will be great at what I do, what happens is I begin to cause change in my department. I begin to cause change in my organization because trust goes to a whole new level. The foundation of every relationship is trust. And if you will do these things, your leader and the teams around you, teammates around you are going to trust you, and then everything's going to change. Hey, we sure want to help you at RVCC. Make sure to check out the website. There's more podcasts there. There's tools there. We've got upcoming events. We've got great things coming for you. We want to help you grow in your faith, lead your family, and influence your workplace. Hope this helps. Can't wait to speak with you next time.